So the backward cross roll, like with the forward cross roll, we're going from outside edge to outside edge. But instead of crossing the foot over this way, the foot crosses behind onto the new edge. So the first step we want to do, the easiest way to start doing it, is we take up a little bit of speed backwards. Keep, again, the shoulders and the hips stay square, same as with the forward cross rolls. I take up a bit of speed and I just pick my foot up and I try and place it onto an outside edge each time, just like this. I don't worry about pushing or anything like that. I just pick my foot up and get used to placing it down on that outside edge. So when you're doing that exercise, you really want to make sure that one, you're crossing your foot all the way over, and two, it's going onto an outside edge. You don't want to just do it in a straight line like this, because it's not going to help you. So really make sure that you cross it behind and onto the outside edge like that. So once you've got comfortable crossing your foot behind like that, the next step we're going to try and do is, as we're doing the cross roll, we want to get a push onto the new foot. So what we do, if we start with a backward push, we do an edge and I get round to here. My shoulders and my hips are square. I'm going to get my foot into the cross roll position. When it's here, I bend with all of my weight on my skating leg and I'm going to push and transfer my weight to the new foot. I bend and I push and transfer my weight. Bend, push and transfer my weight like this. Bend, push and transfer. Notice how I'm staying square and I've taken the edge round and I move as one unit like that. There's no twisting going on. I don't push and do anything like this. I push backwards nice and simply. Take my leg through, bend, push and transfer. Lift, take my leg through, push and transfer. So some things you want to avoid doing when trying this backward cross roll. As you're here, you don't want to leave your weight too far forwards here, put your toe in the ice and then drag yourself back onto the new foot. Then your cross rolls look something like this. You want to make sure that your weight goes back with you. So as I push onto it, my weight's back over my foot, it bends and it goes over the new foot. And I bend and it goes over the new foot. I don't leave it forwards and put my toe in the ice to do the cross roll. Another thing you want to be careful of, the same when you're just doing any backwards push, you don't want to push and twist your hip like that. As I push off, my hips stay in the same place. I cross roll, my hips stay in the same place. My hips stay in the same place. I don't push and open and twist my way like that into the cross roll. Again, you also want to make sure that you're not leaving your weight too far forwards and just pushing off and onto the toe like this. You will not go anywhere if you're on the toes like that. The weight has to be over your foot, always over the foot. I'm there and I transfer and I'm over the foot and I'm over the foot. So as I do this cross roll and my foot is back here and I bend in, my weight's still on my skating foot and I'm about to transfer, what I do is I push off with the outside part of my blade right there. So I'm here and I bend and I push off with the outside part and I push off with the outside part. You also want to make sure that as you're pushing off that you point your toe at the end of it, because as I point my toe, I have just that little bit more contact with the ice. If I don't point my toe and my foot comes off like this, you can see that I can't grip the ice as well like that. If I point my toe, I have much more contact with the ice as I do the cross roll, contact, and I can press more into the ice like that, and I can get a much better push like that. So the final phase to learning your cross rolls, instead of pushing, picking up, rebending and pushing on like that, we want the foot to come in much nicer, much smoother, neater, so it's going to come in close by. See my feet almost touch as it comes through, and then it just goes behind and close, like this. Making for a much more fluid cross roll as an alternative to picking the foot up and crossing it like that. I still do it exactly the same with the hips and the shoulders square as I do it, and I still bend into the skating leg, bend and transfer my weight. Nothing changes, I just do it much smoother action here as my foot goes to change. Another thing you do is you use your knee action a little better. So as I push, I rise, and then I bend, and then I push, and I rise, and I bend, and I push, and I rise here. And I use my knees to create a very soft effect that adds a nice quality to your skating. So instead of doing them and just staying down like this, that looks a little stiff, adding the knee action makes it seem much more alive. So I do push and I rise and I bend. So no matter what level your cross rolls are at, whether it be the very basic level like this, the mid-range level where you're on the edges but you're picking your foot up and putting it down like that, or the more advanced level where your foot's coming through nice and neat and you're using your knee action. There's one thing you have to bear in mind. As you're doing it, my weight doesn't go further back than my feet because I will fall. I have to always make sure that my feet are underneath me. Even if I'm a little bit back here, my feet are underneath me. I'm sat comfortably on my skates. If you bend and you transfer too early and step, you're going to fall backwards. So when I talk about pointing your toe, there's another reason why that's an important thing to do. If I keep my heel flexed, watch as I bring it through. I catch it in the ice. If I have my toe pointed and I bring it through, you see my heel is nice and clear of the ice. Again, if I push it here, I'm going to keep catching the heel in the ice like that. And if you have a bit too much speed, and you bring that in the ice there, you're going to fall backwards, and you want to avoid that.